Okay, 19 after. Welcome back to the program here on Tuesday morning. And coming up this weekend, a lot of things happening around town. Yesterday we talked about the Christmas Homes Tour that's going to be happening in Greenville this weekend. But also this is a Nutcracker weekend where the Dance Art Studio here in Greenville does the annual presentation of the Christmas ballet, the Nutcracker. And here to talk about that is my old friend Jeffrey Phipps, who plays Herr Drosselmeyer, and this has kind of become a tradition. You're here every year.
Yeah, this is this begins my Christmas season for me.
Yeah, well, it's great to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
But the real thrill for me this morning, and I think the thrill for the people who come to see the Nutcracker is the fact that the famous Garrett Blackwelder is going to be part of the cast.
That's right.
And you're going to dance in the Nutcracker.
I'm in. I'm in.
It's great to have a real dad being a dad in the show.
We got to get to how Garrett ended up in this thing and what your role is going to be and all that. But let's get the details out first. Jeffrey, give us the show times and where and when and the whole deal.
It's going to be at Wright Auditorium on ECU's campus. It's this Saturday at 2 and 7. And Sunday at 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock matinee.
Yeah.
And if you want to get tickets, it's 1-800-ECU-ARTS.
And you play Drosselmeyer.
Herr Drosselmeyer, yes.
You're one of the main characters.
I'm the one who makes it all happen. So, yeah, I think I'm the main character.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm the magician who brings in the enchanted toys and the Nutcracker and sort of gets the whole thing started.
Right. How can people get tickets?
By calling 1-800-ECU-ARTS, or you can go over to the ticket office on campus at ECU, or you can buy them at the door.
All right, great. And every year I know that Cheryl Tipton does something for the community with some of the proceeds. What's this year's?
This year, and she always gives at least something to the Children's Miracle Network.
Yeah.
And this is actually the 28th time we've done this show. And in those 28 years, she's given over $300,000 to the Children's Miracle Network.
That's wild.
It's really great.
Good for her. Good for her. All right, Garrett Blackwelder. For folks who don't know Garrett Blackwelder, let me tell you about Garrett. Garrett was a basketball star at ECU. He was at one time the all-time leading three-point scorer at ECU. I believe that record fell a couple years ago.
It did.
Who got it?
Akeem Richmond.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, when Akeem Richmond was here,
he's awesome. He was awesome.
Yeah. Did you play for Joe Dooley?
I did.
You played for Joe the first time he was here.
Sure did.
So you were. We've heard you were kind of instrumental in making sure Joe came back.
Yeah, we got him back.
Yeah.
So, see what he does.
And that was his basketball career. Then he went on to be an entrepreneur, and he founded a company that is now known as Grover Gaming, which is one of the top companies in the world that produces gaming for casinos and things like that. Tell us about Grover Gaming.
It's more of a digital lottery type device or software. We developed the software.
I've been through your plant out across the river and see. I mean, it's pretty amazing what you do there.
Yeah, we're not in casinos. We're mainly in bars. So
not in casinos.
That's right.
Yeah,
so we're in about 13 states.
And that's not legal in North Carolina anymore, right? But most of your business is out of state.
That's right.
Yeah, and you develop these games that go into that people play the lottery games in bars.
That's right. Right now we're about 160 people, about 100 developers, from artists to programmers to QA, and we deploy our machines in North Dakota, Georgia, Kentucky, New Hampshire, and Wisconsin are our main markets right now.
This is a huge, huge business. You guys have done really well. How did you get into that business?
Well, it evolved over, obviously, from 2003. I'd bought a vending machine that dispensed a paper pull tab, and over the years, it just evolved into an electronic form, electronic ticket. And I have tremendous people back at our headquarters here in Greenville that create the games and the art and the math and the concepts behind our secret sauce, per se.
And so you've got 160 employees.
That's right.
That's great. I won't ask you what your company revenues are, but they're very high. You guys do really well.
Well, we're doing well. We're doing well.
Yeah. And I will say Garrett gives back. He's a big benefactor to ECU. his alma mater.
That's right.
He's become a very important player for ECU. He does a lot of other great things for the community. But all right, now, how in the world did you get involved with the Nutcracker?
Right.
When I heard
Great question.
somebody told me you were going to dance in the Nutcracker, I was like, that has got to be not true.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. I'm doing it. I'm in.
Well, it makes perfect sense.
He's
because
doing a great job.
I know you'll do anything for your girls.
Yeah, I wanted to get more involved. My oldest daughter, CJ, she's 12. She loves dance. She's always dancing at home and obviously dancing with the academy, and just wanted to get more involved with what she was doing.
Yeah.
And so one day, about a month ago, I said, "See, teach me a dance. What y'all are working on right now?" And it was a hip hop choreography dance to, I think it was Little John's song, and I was up there with her, and about an hour into it, I had learned about 15 seconds of the dance, and I was sweating, and my hamstring was hurting, and I was like, "See, this is I have a newfound respect for what you guys do."
Yeah.
And it really is. I mean, it's tough. You got to learn all the moves. You got to be flexible.
Yeah.
At 41, you guys know this. As you get older, it's not as don't become athletic as you age. So, but it's a challenge. It really is. Dance is hard.
But how did you get in the Nutcracker?
All right. So, from that day, from that Little John dance,
Yeah.
CJ had videoed it, and so she brought it into the studio to show some friends.
Right.
And I think it made it to a couple of the teachers, and they had commented, "Oh, your dad, he was with the beat and with the rhythm." And maybe 2 or 3 weeks later,
This is how Baryshnikov was discovered.
So 2 or 3 weeks later, I think one of the teachers, Sandy, had called my wife and said, "Hey, we need it. We're looking for another male part. In the Nutcracker. Would Garrett be interested?" And I thought she was joking at first, but I said, "Well, let me think about it." CJ had heard it, and she said, "Oh, come on, Dad, you got to do it. You got to do it." So I'm doing it. So we'll see how it goes.
All
but
right,
it's been fun.
Jeffrey, you're the professional. How is Garrett doing?
Garrett is doing great, and what's wonderful is he's a real dad playing a dad's part, and that's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
And the kids respond to it really well. It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, CJ's dad is here," and they're getting into it, and it's really nice. And he's doing really, really well.
Does he have a future, or should he stick with Grover Gaming?
I think he certainly has a future at the academy. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. No,
They're looking for donations, Garrett.
Yeah,
but no,
absolutely. It's for a great cause. Come on out.
It's really great to have him there. Because
Did you buy your way into this?
I did not. I did not.
And he's in the program. And there's a wonderful picture of him in the program with his daughter.
Yeah.
And
I heard the newspaper's doing a story on you.
Yeah, they
true?
came out. I think Kim came out yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she did. And
So we're going to get to see some photos in the newspaper?
I think so.
Awesome.
I'm not sure what they're putting in there.
Now, let me ask you a question. Having been a college basketball player and now doing this, which is harder? You
Well,
said
I
you
don't
have a
know.
newfound
I'll
respect.
tell you after this weekend. How about that? When the lights are on, right?
this is the intense week. We start rehearsing all week at that Wright Auditorium. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it is hour after hour. And it's repetitive. Because Cheryl is such a perfectionist.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about point your toes and
That's right.
all sorts of things like that. And she's a general.
Yeah.
She's a general.
I was telling Jeffrey last night at rehearsal. It really reflected on how it does relate to basketball. We're going over plays, where you stand on the stage.
Yeah.
It's like, like in basketball, you have this play. You got to stand here. You got to set this screen. So it's similar actually. Luckily, I have a good partner, a dance partner. So she's gonna help me through it.
Is that CJ?
Summer Burnett is
Okay.
my partner.
Yeah, she's one of the students who turned into a teacher.
I got you.
At the academy.
All right, it's kind of like Dancing with the Stars. Is that your next, maybe?
You never
I don't
know.
know. We got to see how this weekend goes. I don't know.
He's gonna be great. He's gonna be great.
What's harder, playing doubles with Hank Hinton on the tennis court or doing this?
Actually playing with Hank is not hard. It's the mouth back and forth. Sometimes that we go at each other. We're
I
competitive.
have actually gone. Yeah, these guys have played a lot of doubles tennis together, and I've actually gone out and watched them. And I will just say that I don't know how they're friends because they scream at each other the whole time.
No, Hank's awesome. He's a good partner too. I mean, Summer's a good dancer. I got Hank as my dancing partner on the tennis court.
Having a good partner makes a huge difference.
Didn't you guys win a state championship together?
We did. 2 years in a row.
Hank and Garrett won state championship in tennis. How about that? I mean, is there anything you haven't done? You're a Renaissance man.
No,
this guy's a Renaissance. He's the original Renaissance man. Huh?
No.
What's the next frontier for you?
Well, I'm focused on Saturday. So we got to get
Got to take it one game at a time.
We got to get this dance right. I got to do the moves right. Be in the right spot on the stage.
Well, this is cool. How many in the cast this year?
Gosh, there's easily 110 kids in it. The guest artists are probably we have some coming from North Carolina Ballet.
So you actually Cheryl brings in professionals.
She brings in professionals for the big parts,
including you, Blackwelder.
Guest artists. I would say there's easily 135 people in this production.
It's huge.
And then we have the 40-piece live orchestra as well, and then there's the army of parents. The ones who aren't on stage, who are backstage.
Right.
It's amazing. It really is amazing.
Yeah. Well, every year everybody raves about it, and this year there's something a little special with the Nutcracker Ballet coming to Wright Auditorium this weekend with Garrett Blackwelder in the cast. I think it's going to draw. I mean, look, even Hank bought a ticket.
I know.
I
know. First Nutcracker for Hank too.
This will be Hank's first Nutcracker.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been before. So, which one are you going to? Friday night?
Saturday matinee.
Saturday matinee. So give the times again.
2 o'clock, 7 o'clock on Saturday, and 2 o'clock on Sunday.
So 3 shows.
Three shows.
2 matinees and 1 7 o'clock Saturday.
Yes.
Night. All right, very good. And ECU Dance Arts.
To get tickets.
No, I'm sorry. 1-800-DIAL ECU.
1-800-ECU Arts.
I'm sorry. I got it all wrong.
Yeah.
Do it again.
1-800-ECU Arts.
Okay. Is there a website also you can buy tickets? Or probably not.
I don't know. You could probably go to ECU's ticket office, and they're in charge of all of our ticket sales.
Right.
So you could go to ECU ticket office, and they could.
All right. How much are the tickets?
God, they vary in prices. You can get group rates, seniors, child. I think they started
just call the ticket office. All right,
there's so many ticket
worth
prices.
It.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Absolutely, and it's for a good cause.
Thank you both. Good to see you.
Thank you,
Garrett. Break a leg, baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thanks, Henry.
I can't wait. Jeffrey, good to see you. Thank you, man.
Thank
Jeffrey
you so
Phipps,
much.
Garrett Blackwelder, and this year's Nutcracker Ballet coming this weekend to Wright Auditorium on campus. 8:32. Coming up next, some folks. We had some friends from the ECU School of Dentistry who are here, and they're going to be telling us about an opportunity for you to get some free dental care. We'll be right back with that.